Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurumiritam Mena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Mahyam Dadate Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Shiruta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunadanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakanvitamscha. Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namo Sute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneswari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Mancha Kalpatarviyascha Kripa Sindhubhye Vachapatitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Isvaraha Paramaka Krishnaga Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Radhi Govindaga Sarvakarana Karanam. Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the most confidential knowledge. Raja Gukhyam. So we are understanding that we are forced to act by the modes of nature, but we are also understanding why we are forced to act by the modes of nature and what mode of nature is acting on us. So everything we can find out. Like a doctor, when we go, based upon the symptoms, doctor can diagnose the disease. So like that, we all can, by studying this Bhagavad Gita, we can become spiritual doctors. So we will be able to, based on how a person is behaving or acting and all such things, we can basically find out what mode of nature is controlling that person or what swabhava he has. All such things are very easy to find out if we have this complete knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. And after diagnosing, doctor gives prescriptions, medication, basically, to cure the disease. So here, any patient, in fact, everyone in this material world who are born in this material world, they are patients only. So, because we have got material body. When we got this material body, so that means the soul is a patient here in this material world. So we need to cure. So the only prescription is there. It's a universal prescription. It is the same prescription. It cures all diseases, everything, all our problems in this material world. So that is simply chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That's it. So simply by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, we will be able to free from the modes of nature. We will be able to free from that forceful control of the three modes. And we know that they are very strong and very powerful. And simply by surrendering unto Krishna, by rendering devotional service unto Krishna, by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, so we are freed from these three modes of nature. That's what every day we are emphasizing, we are studying. And now, in order to do that chanting and also doing our sadhana very well, we need Krishna's mercy also. And Krishna is very, very merciful. That's why we say that causeless mercy. Causeless mercy means there is no reason for Krishna to show his mercy upon us. There is no reason at all. So he is always merciful. That is the reason we are able to study and understand this Bhagavad Gita. That is Krishna's causeless mercy. So that way, when we get this knowledge completely, we understand we are controlled by these three modes of nature, and we are controlled by the kama and krodha, and all such things we understand, and we understand why we are getting angry, why we are getting the desires. All such things we understand very well scientifically. So then we understand that we should actually detach ourselves from whatever is happening in this material way. That is the solution for all our problems. We should detach. We should not be identifying ourselves in this as a part of this material world. That's a big problem. So we should detach. So that's why Krishna is saying that Vivikta Desa Sevitvam Arattiki Jana Samsat. So one should aspire to live in a solitary place and avoid the general mass of people. That's what Vivikta Desa Sevitvam Arattiki Jana Samsat. So that means we should not take participation in all the material things happening in this material world. That means we should not be really worried. Every day there will be a lot of news will be coming. A lot of news will come. A lot of things will happen. Everything, this media is actually, they want so much of news so that their circulation can increase. All such things will happen. No media will think that the world should go very normal. There should not be any news, nothing like that. Nobody thinks that. And similarly, each and every profession is like that. What to do? Even the doctors, if there are more patients, so it's good for them. So I'm talking about the greedy persons who are not devotees of Krishna. So that's what, this is not a generalized statement. So this is only for those who are after the material desires, basically who are after the materialistic goals. So that's why Krishna is teaching in the 16th chapter, that is Kama Krodha Parayana. So Igante Kama Bhoga Artham Anyayena Artha Sancha. Asapasa Sadairbaddaga Kama Krodha Parayanaga Igante Kama Bhoga Artham Anyayena Artha Sancha. So that's what the materialistic people do. That's what everywhere everyone is doing in this material world. Chintam Aparimeyam Cha Pralayantam Upashitaga Kamopabhoga Parama Etavat Titi Nishchitaga. Asapasa Sadairbaddaga Kama Krodha Parayanaga Igante Kama Bhogartha Manyayena Artha Sanchayan. So that's what is happening in this material world. That's what we are seeing everywhere. Everywhere, how we can make money and how, by the sufferings of others. That's what we need to understand. Here in this material way, material life, in order to get materialistic sense enjoyment, so we have to make someone else suffer. So that's what is the reality actually. So a devotee of Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, he is actually Maitraga Karuna Evacha. So he is a friend and he showers mercy, Karuna with everyone. So Maitraga. So he is a friend to everyone. And Nirvairaga Sarva Bhutesu. And he has no enemies with anyone. So he doesn't treat anyone as enemies. So that way, we really don't have to cheat. We really don't have to make others to suffer for our well-being. That is not needed. Krishna is giving everyone equally only. Krishna is giving all the material resources for everyone. So, the basic needs should be available for everyone equally. That's what is very important. Someone is greedy, so if they are very talented, so they can actually take whatever excess is available. That's what is very important. It is not that by the sufferings of others, when many people, they struggle for their one meal a day, and there are some people with so much of money, they will throw such meals into trash because they make so much and they don't eat everything. And all such things, they are big nonsense which is happening. So that's what Krishna is saying, that Sahayagnaga Prajaga Sristva Puro Vacha Prajapati Anena Prasavisyadvameshavoshtishtha Kamudu. So the Prajapati created everything and he blessed everyone to enjoy. But here we have made this world as a place where a lot of people, they go hungry. So they are not able to even get their one meal a day. And now in this world, we made this world so much polluted and so much global warming and this and that, all kinds of nonsense, that water is becoming scarce. So there is no drinking water anywhere. So I remember few decades ago, maybe 3-4 decades ago, 3 decades ago at least. So there was no bottled water concept. That was not there at all. So wherever you go, you can drink water. There was no issue, no problem. Now you have to get bottled water, mineral water, RO water, this water. So Krishna has given everything to us. And if we don't pollute, so we don't have to worry and suffer. Now we have to spend a lot of money for this. So that way, everything is artificially made up. So all our problems are created. They are all created problems in this material way. And the only solution is Krishna consciousness. So Krishna consciousness is the only solution. So if we make sure that this Bhagavad Gita is available to everyone, if we are able to identify each and every devotee and spread this message, and if all the devotees can come together and plan together and work together to satisfy Krishna, to please Krishna, so then we can really make wonders in this world, in this life. That is very much possible. Miracles can happen. That can happen. If at all any solution is there for the problems what we face in the society, the only solution is this Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the only solution. There is simply no other solution at all. And Bhagavad Gita can do all the magic. With Bhagavad Gita, we can solve all the problems. Because this is the king of knowledge, Raja Vidya. And this is scientific knowledge. It's full of science. That's what we need to understand. It is the king of knowledge. It is the scientific knowledge. And we need to follow, understand fully and follow and spread this message. And always we should live and do each and every activity based on Bhagavad Gita. That's what is very important. Anything we do, it should be based on Bhagavad Gita. So when we develop more and more interest in this Bhagavad Gita, and when we develop more and more love on Krishna, so then slowly all our materialistic interests will vanish. It will just fade away. It will go away. That's it. We will not be interested at all. We will not have time to even think about them. We don't have to worry them about at all. There are no concerns. We can fully depend on Krishna for everything. And Lord Sri Krishna takes care of us very, very well. So that's what is happening. Whatever we eat, it's digested by Krishna only. Whatever we breathe, it is balanced by Krishna only. Krishna is saying that being in everyone's heart, praninam deham ashritaka, pranapana samayukta. So Krishna is keeping our both ingoing and outgoing air so balanced. Prana, apana, samayukta. Pachamyannam chaturvidam. Krishna is saying that I digest the 4 types of food, what we eat. The food which we are chewing and licking and swallowing, all such things, 4 types of foods. So, and sucking. So these 4 types of foods. So Krishna is saying that I digest all these foods. Pachamyannam chaturvidam. Aham vaishvanaro bhutva praninam dehamashitaha pranapana samayuktaha pachamyannam chaturvidam. So our body is a wonderful machine. It is controlled very nicely. So when we need food, when the body needs energy, we are feeling hungry. So the hypothalamus, so it has got all kinds of needed hormones. So it makes us to go hungry. And then when we eat enough, so then there is another hormone to say that we are full. So that way we don't feel like eating anymore. So that way our body is wonderful machine and it is acting very, very nicely. It is working very, very nicely, and it is Krishna's mercy. He is there. Krishna is seated in our heart, and Krishna is beating our heart. That's what we need to understand. Heart muscle, it can beat even if we take it out. So Krishna is there in our heart. We need to understand. So that way, this body is such a wonderful mission, and we got this great opportunity to understand about ourself, the soul. Because we have got the human body. That's what is very important. Because we are able to really explore and understand about ourselves because of this human brain, what we have. If we have animal body, if we are a dog or a pig or a cat, we cannot realize ourselves. We just have to follow its own nature. That's it. But we have got a human body. We are so much fortunate that we have got this human body and human brain. We have to fully make complete use of this body. That's what is very important. If we don't do that, so that means we are fools. That's it. In Krishna's words, it's simply fools. That's it. Many, many times Krishna uses that muda in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying that we are fools. So we don't want to be fools. We should get the knowledge. We should become a jnani. Jnani tvatmaiva mevatam. Krishna considers the jnani as himself. So that's what jnani tvatmaiva mevatam. So we are getting this knowledge. We are understanding this knowledge. We are getting the complete scientific knowledge. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we will be able to transcend these three modes of material nature, and we will be able to go to Goloka by Krishna's causeless mercy. This is happening. We are on the path. We are preparing. Like when we prepare for some exam, so we have to prepare. In the beginning, we will be preparing. When the exam comes, we'll go on write and pass. So like that, not only pass, we'll get good grades, excellent grades. So like that, we are preparing. We are all like group study. So there is something called in colleges when studied also, we do group studies. So to help each other. So like that, we are doing now group study. We are preparing. So this is like a study time for us every day. So like when we study in the college and schools and hostels, we have a study hours. So like that, this is a study hour for us. And this is a group study we are studying. And for what? We are preparing for the exam to pass so that we can go to Goloka, to free ourselves from the three modes of material nature so that we can go to Goloka. That's what is very important. So Goloka is definitely on our way. So we are going to go to Goloka. There is no doubt about it. And that is going to be possible simply by understanding this Bhagavad Gita. That's it. Idam jnanam upashitya mama sadharmyam agata. So simply by taking shelter into this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, one can attain my nature. Idam jnanam upashitya mama sadharmyam agata. So we are going to get Krishna's nature. So that means we are going to go to Goloka. That means we are going to be freed from the three modes of material nature. So that's why we are taking shelter into this Bhagavad Gita. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, in the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, we already finished 38 verses. So 37 verses, we already finished 38 verses. So, and we are understanding all the answers given by Krishna now for one question asked by Arjuna in the sloka number 36, that Arjuna vacha, atakkena prayitoyam papam charati purushaka anichanna pivarshneya baladivanyojitaga. So by what one is simple to sinful acts unwillingly as if engaged by force. So for that Krishna is answering, which we are studying right now. So in the next sloka, what we are studying, Krishna is teaching us. So in the sloka number 37, we studied, Krishna told the very first answer for Arjuna's question. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Kamayesha Krodayesha Rajo Guna Samudbhavaka Mahashano Mahapapma Vidyenam Migavairinam. So there is Kama and Krodha. So that's what is forcing a person to commit sins. So Baladiva Niyojitakam. And that Kama and Krodha is produced from the Rajoguna Samudbhavaka. And it is the all-devouring, Mahasana, and greatly sinful, Mahapapma, enemy, Vairinam, Vidyenamiga Vairinam. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. So we know our enemies. Now we need to really fight with our enemies. We have to conquer our enemies. That's what is very important. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said it is lust only, Arjuna, which is born of contact with the material mode of passion and later transformed into wrath, and which is the all-devouring sinful enemy of this world. So when we are controlled by these enemies, that means our mind also will become our enemy. So now we have to make our mind as our friend, then we can conquer these enemies. That's what is very important. So that is the secret. That's what we are going to study in all these answers given by Krishna. So our mind should not be our enemy. We have to control our mind and make our mind as our best friend so that we can conquer this enemy, kama and krodha. That's what we need to understand. So in the next sloka, what we studied yesterday, Krishna is teaching that Dhumena vriyate vanye yathadarsho malena cha yatha bena vrutho garbhastatha tenedam avrutam. Dhumena vriyate vanye. Just like the fire is covered by smoke. Dhumena smoke, vanye is fire. Yatha adarsho malena cha. Adarsho is mirror, malena is dust. Mirror is covered by dust. Yatha ulbena vrutho garbhas. Ulbena is the womb and garbha is the embryo. So as the embryo is covered by the womb. So tatha tene idam avrutam. So similarly, the soul is covered by different degrees of this lust. That's what Krishna is teaching. As fire is covered by smoke, as a mirror is covered by dust, or as the embryo is covered by the womb, the living entity is similarly covered by different degrees of this lust. So that's what we understand. In the next sloka, Krishna is continuing that Avrutam jnanametena jnanino nityavairina kamarupena kaunteya duspurena nalena cha. So what this lust is covering, like the fire is covered by smoke, mirror is covered by dust, embryo is covered by the womb. Like that, our knowledge is covered by this lust, kama. Kama, lust means it's kama, the kama. Avritam jnanametena, our knowledge is covered. All the problems we are struggling and suffering, it's because of ignorance. Ajnanena avritam jnanam tena muhyanti jantavaga. Ajnanena avritam. So that's why here, jnanam avritam. Avritam jnanam. Ajnanena avritam jnanam. So ajnana, ignorance. So when we have ignorance, then our knowledge is covered by this kama. Avritam jnanametena jnanino nityavairina. It is our eternal enemy. Nityavairi. It is our eternal enemy. And its form is kama. Kama rupa. Kama rupa, its form is intense desire to gratify the material sense objects. That's why Kama rupa, Kaunteya, O son of Kunti, it is never satisfied. So it is duspurena and it burns like fire. So it is analenacha. Like when we want to quench the fire, control the fire, we should not be pouring fuel into that. So if you pour fuel to stop the fire will even burn more vigorously. So like that, if you want to satisfy our desires, then it will not be satisfied. Then it will ask for more. So that way we need to curb it. We need to control it. So that how? So that Krishna is going to teach in the coming slokas. But we understand that it is covering our knowledge. So thus the wise living entity's pure consciousness becomes covered by his eternal enemy in the form of lust, which is never satisfied and which burns like fire. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished this sloka number 39 in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Hare Krishna. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामी निति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्दम्। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम राम हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. If any devotee has any questions, you can use the raise hand option. Hare Krishna. One by one. Chandrakala Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. I'm not able to hear you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hello, Guruji. Vanakkam, Guruji.
Now I'm able to hear you. Yes, Mataji. Vanakkam, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Guruji, namaste, Guruji. No. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji. No doubt, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Ranjan Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Happy Janmashtami, Guruji, to everyone.
Hare Krishna.
No doubts, Guruji. Very clearly, I like the lust covering knowledge like cloud. And that part is very nice. And today's lesson it is.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Krishna's mercy, we are able to understand everything very clearly.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Janmashtami. Happy Janmashtami to everyone.
Hina Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji. And happy Janmashtami to you and
Yes,
all.
Mataji. Happy Krishna Janmashtami, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Guruji Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Happy Janmashtami.
Yes, Prabhu.
Sorry, sir, I was not able to attend your class this week
No
because of my preoccupation with the admission formalities of my daughter.
Yes.
She passed 12th and in graduation she has to be admitted. I seek your blessings for her.
Definitely, Prabhu. I pray to Krishna, Prabhu. Krishna's mercy.
This class also I am attending from Delhi. In Delhi. Yesterday I was in Delhi.
Okay, we are in Delhi now.
I had gone through your studies class and today's class. Really wonderful. And
Yes,
yesterday's class, you have said that how the fire is covered by smoke and embryo is covered by womb and mirror is covered by dust. Likewise, the soul is covered by calm. And in today's lecture, you have really wonderful listening from the beginning. You have said that the concept of spiritual doctor, the patient and universal prescription of medicine. Really, it was wonderful.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
You have said understood, and it is good, really deep in the mind and soul. I think we will understand the magic potion of the universal prescription of Hare Rama, Hare
Yes. Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
That is the beauty of your class. Thank you. Thank you, Guruji, for your continued awakening us for the Lord Krishna. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Deepesh Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Ravindra Goyal Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. You asked a question, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Actually, it's not a question, it's slightly doubt, which I'm getting just maybe because I'm trying to go too deep into the philosophy or the science. Actually, in the verse 37, it has been said, Avatam Jnana Metim Jnanino Nitya Verine Kam Rupen Konte Dushpurin Analensa. That's right. So, but in verse 37, Kamesh Kodesh, Rajogun Samudbhava. This lust is said to be generated only by Rajoguna. Why not Tamoguna and Satoguna also? Because in chapter 14, it has been said that these three gunas are responsible for different kinds of desires. Maybe because of Satoguna we get ignited to attain knowledge, and because of Moho, that is because of Tamoguna. So that is my slight doubt. If you can.
Prabhu, Tamoguna leads to madness, indolence, and sleep. That's what Tamoguna. So it is they don't do anything. There is a problem. Tamoguna, basically it leads to animalistic activities, animal species. That's it. Tamoguna leads to. Whereas Sattva leads to happiness and knowledge and happiness. So that way, this Rajoguna is the only one which leads to intense work, karma. That's why Sattvam Sukhe Sanjayati. Rajaga Karmani Bharata. Jnanamavrityatu Tamaka Pramade Sanjayatyuta. So Sattva leads to happiness. Whereas Rajoguna leads to work, bondage, that is karma. So that's why this Kama and Krodha. Kama and Krodha is only when there is a passion. So when a person is very much attached and leads to karma. So whereas Tamoguna leads to madness. That's what Pramade Sanjayati, madness. So that way each and every guna has its own effect. You understand it now?
You mean to say, since in general, the human beings, they are in Rajoguna, so they are passionate to achieve something. And that's why they are desiring something. And then because of that desire, they are...
yes, they have to act. They have to act.
Okay. So they...
Whereas Tamoguna, there is no attachment, no intense desire to enjoy the sense objects, though it leads to laziness. Yattu Krishnavatte kasmin karye saktam ahaitukam atatvartavat talpam cha tatra tamasam udagram. So there is only taking one work as the all in all and doing the same thing. Atatvarta. Atatvarta means without any tattva. So they just do it for out of ignorance. So that's why that is tamoguna. So that way they are very lazy. It leads to indolence, lazy, like that. So tamas ajnanajam vidhi moganam sarvadeginam pramadalasya nidrapi. Pramadalasya nidrapi. Nidrapi means sleep. So that's what tamoguna leads to.
What about Guruji Sattoguna? If somebody is in
Sattoguna is tatra sattvam nirmalatva prakasakam anamayam sukha sangena padnadi jnana sangena chanaga. So Sattoguna is pure, nirmalam. So it is free from all faults. Tatra sattvam nirmalatva prakasakam anamayam. So it is illuminating and it's removing all our miseries, anamayam. So, Sukha Sangena Badnadi, Jnana Sangena Chanaga. It binds one to happiness and knowledge. So that way Sattva doesn't lead to such intense work.
To say if somebody is desirous of gaining knowledge, this divine knowledge, say, so he may have the desire, he may have passion, he may have the passion to know more and more about this divine knowledge. But
that passion is not Rajoguna passion. That is not Kama. So that is anything related with Krishna is completely spiritual.
Yes, that's right, Guruji. But what I was trying to understand, then in that case, he may have the desire, but he will not get the krodha. Because
they desire to please Krishna. So there is no need to get anger.
Okay, because he is already in Sattoguna, so he is having sukha, and if he is desirous of more sukha, and if he doesn't get it, he will not get the dukkha or the krodha.
Because he's going to get the knowledge. With the knowledge, will depend only on Krishna. We'll understand that Krishna is the supreme God and fully depend on Krishna for everything. That's it.
Okay. So in a way, he is having we have discussed one analogy, dissolved oxygen and biochemical oxygen demand. In that case, he is already having the dissolved oxygen. He is trying to get more dissolved oxygen. And since he is having the DO, so he will not get the stinking feeling in his. So that way we can understand it. He is already in Sukha. He is trying to get more Sukha by gaining more divine knowledge. But if he is not getting it, then he will not get any anger or that kind of a feeling of repenting or grief.
Yes.
Okay, Guruji. And rest, I have got some more doubts, but I will ask tomorrow. Okay, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Deepesh, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
thank you for the class. I don't have any questions today. Krishna conscious Janmashtami to
Yes,
you.
Happy Krishna Janmashtami.
Yeah, so I'll go to the temple tomorrow.
Yes, Prabhu.
Should be fun. So thank you, Guruji. Thank you for the class.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Gayatri Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Excellent class. Continuation of yesterday's nice one.
Yes, ma'am.
Nice explanation.
Yes, Mataji.
The one
Yes,
and
ma'am.
only
Yes, ma'am.
one thing is we have to control our mind and come out of the ignorance.
That is correct.
That is
Control
the
our
other
mind and conquer the karma. That's it.
Yes, yes. Kama, Krodha, everything we should conquer.
One.
Yes, Guruji. But the Rajoguna and Tamoguna both are more or less same only, no?
Yeah, both are not good. Sattva-guna only leads to liberation.
Yeah, but what are the characteristics of both? Both are same only, no?
No, no. Tamoguna leads to laziness, sleep and laziness, and it's ignorance. So tamas ajnanajam viddhi. Ajnanajam means tamoguna is born of ignorance.
Oh, yes.
Ajnanajam mohanam sarva teginam pramadalasya nidrapi tannibadnati bharat.
Bharat.
So it
Okay.
is.
Yes.
It is
a worst
madness
thing.
and the sleep, all such things. Tamoguna.
Laziness. Yes. Yes. Okay, Guruji. Okay. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you for keeping us all in the right track. Thank you,
Yes,
Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Mataji.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram Ram, Hare
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 Hare.
Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare
Dandavad
Krishna.
Pranam.
Dandavad Pranam. Dandavad Pranam. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Happy Janmashtami. Hare
Yes,
Rama,
Prabhu,
Hare
very
Rama,
happy.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna. Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu.
कि आपका आशीर्वाद बना रहे। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Vishnu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Hare. No
Ram
questions,
Ram.
Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Namaste,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna. Namaste Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Asha Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna. Ravin Prabhu, Hare Krishna. इसके गार्ग प्रभु हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, thank you very much for a very nice class and making us understand that the knowledge is covered by the Kamecha. So it's a good, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna.
Hare
Prabhu,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Brinda Jai Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you for the class. And yesterday, I really was very, very desirous of going to ISKCON and doing the darshan of Sri Krishna. But yes, it was a very strong impulse in me to go. But then I know that there is a lot of rush and things like that. But still, I took the effort and I went over there. And as usual, it was all security and the roads were closed on that area. And there was a lot of pushing. but I managed to get a quick glimpse of Krishna in the temple. So they were just like, keep going, keep going, keep going forward. And but that impulse was so strong in me. I thought that similarly we have this impulse to do our material activities also, and this impulse to see Krishna also. So it was a clear distinction that how these impulses come, but it made me realize the value of an impulse within me, of really desiring to go to the temple and doing darshan of Krishna. And it happened. So I was very happy, even if it was for 2 minutes, but it happened. And today, learning that our knowledge is covered, as you said, pure consciousness. When you use the word pure consciousness is covered by our lust and ignorance. So if earlier we wipe this out with control of our mind, we can make our way clear towards our goal.
Yes. Yes.
So, so basically, I realized that this pure consciousness is in quality similar to Krishna's consciousness.
That's
But
Krishna.
yes, but we are very insignificant, smaller than Krishna. So that distinction, as you have said, that we are like him in our same purity, but it's covered at the moment.
Yes.
So am I right in my understanding?
Yes. We need to, when we get this knowledge, so then we can conquer our enemy. So then we can be able to free ourselves from this bondage. Yes.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much for helping us to understand with clarity. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mataji, Hare Krishna. Sunil Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Ravin Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Ravin Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, the problem again came, so couldn't
Yes.
mute. So, Guruji, wonderful class, Guruji, and in continuation with what Ravindra Goyal Prabhuji asked. So, my understanding is like this: the Kama Rupena Kaunteya. So, the Kama is the intense desire. So, the intense desire there are two types of intense desire. One is for materialistic objectives, and one is for spiritual objectives. So when it is materialistic objectives, it is Kama. When it is spiritual objectives, it is Prema. One liberates, other binds. Is that correct?
Exactly. Yes. That is correct.
So,
Devi Sampati Vimokshaya Nibandaya Asuri Mata. That's
yes, Prabhuji. So I think that is what Ravindra Gaur Prabhuji was asking. So the intense desire to go to Krishna, or to get the knowledge, or to become a yogi is all the same thing. So that intense desire will liberate us, and that will be in the Sattva Guna, and will finally end up into Nirguna. And the other one will be Rajoguna, and strong Rajoguna, and it will end up into Karma Bandha and Janma Bandha.
yes, that is correct.
Is that correct, Prabhuji?
Yes, Rajoguna, basically, there is, as you said, that's what Krishna is saying, that if anything we do it as an offering to Krishna, means we don't have the attachment to the results, we have attachment to Krishna. Then only we can offer everything to Krishna. So that's why Yajnatat Karmano Anyatra Lokoyam Karma Bandhana. Anything other than what we do, that's what Anyatra. Krishna is saying very clearly that anything which you do other than offering to me, that is going to bind you to this well. That's it. So that way, if our intense desire, if we have prema only on Krishna, that prema bhakti, so then we are going to do everything for Krishna. Our mind is not going to think about the results. Our mind is going to think about only Krishna because we are doing it for Krishna. Like Arjuna, when he was fighting, he was thinking that he's fighting for Krishna. He did not think about the results, but he's fighting for Krishna. So he was fighting for his level best. So like that, when we do it, then everything is fine. Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji, that is clearly understood. Guruji, I have a question over here about the Dushpurena. So Dushpurena means it is never
Insatiable, yeah, never satisfied.
Never satisfied. So my question is, this karma, although it is never satisfying, does it actually attain any objective?
No, it is actually we are like, it's not like it's something, it has got some goal or something like that. It is the nature, the mode of nature. So when we are attached to sense objects, that's how the Rajoguna Maya is controlling us. That's it. So you call that as karma because you have that intense, uncontrollable desire to do that, to enjoy this material sense objects, correct? So the problem is that because of our mind is after that, that is the problem. So because it is Arjuna's important question that by what one is simple to sinful acts unwillingly as if engaged by force. So that is the question. So when our mind thinks about the sense objects, that's what is going to happen. The problem is that our mind is thinking about the sense objects. That is the problem. If our mind is not thinking about the sense objects, then we are fine. So, but when we surrender into Krishna, then over a period of time, definitely we will be able to take control over our mind. So then all these problems will go away from.
Yes, Prabhuji, clear, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Wonderful, Prabhuji. And thank you for ever keeping us into Krishna consciousness, Guruji. And happy Janmashtami. And yesterday,
happy Janmashtami. Yes, Prabhu Krishna Janmashtami.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yesterday I was not in the class. I was in a temple, Guruji. So,
temple, yeah.
Yeah, so I have to still look at the recording. I'll do that later
Yes.
on, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Ram.
Ram. Ram.
Hare Krishna to all devotees. Hare Krishna.
Ram Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Guruji, please allow me to show the video, Guruji. I'm listening your class underneath the mango tree like a Gurukula, Guruji. So we developed a small garden over here. And last week also I did show it was raining, Guruji. So Guruji, if you see that this is a pool from our end, and we developed a very small garden, Guruji. So today I've shown you to all the volunteers what we are doing. We are doing volunteering work, and exactly like Krishna played that magic, you were talking about the bottled water. We were all talking about the deforestation and the water, the climate change and all. And most of the people, they agreed it is that the water bottle analogy is a greatest example. We all talk about climate change. It's a buzzword, a big word, Guruji, but that was a hit on nail. 30 years ago, no one knows the bottling. Even Pondicherry Tourism Board, they had a mineral water. I couldn't understand what they are selling. You occasionally see that in Burma bazaars and all. Then I was trying to look into it. What are they selling? What is inside there? It was puzzling me. Now it has become common thing, Guruji. Even at general store, when I walk back home, I get a bottle of water to drink. So this is our plot, Guruji. We developed, and we have some radish over there planted, and bitter gourd harvesting is done, Guruji. And this is my neighbor's plant. She gave me something called sundakai. It's a berry, Guruji. I don't know the English name. That's very good. It's from Solanaceae, form of a brinjal plant, Guruji. And there is a nice mango tree here, Guruji. So it is kind of a wisdom tree. Now you are a guru. It's all Lord Krishna's play. I'm just sitting with the nature and listening this and imbibing this real rasa essence, Guruji. Yesterday I was in the Gokulashtami celebration till 2:30 a.m. in the morning, and it's very heartening, Guruji. The entire Indian government announced a public holiday for Krishna Jayanti, and Tamil Nadu government as well, Guruji. That's really that itself is a great sign that we are all moving towards Krishna, Guruji. That's really a great symptom. You see, within a year, this is all happening. Over the period of year, so much of transformation is happening. So it is 100% sure, Guruji, we have seen the light through Krishna.
Yes.
And especially with your guidance, Guruji. Much indebted to you, Guruji. The another thing, this evening we are heading for Master Ilayaraja is here, Guruji. So I'm heading for that thing. So he a lot of spirituality. The 8th tire in Srirangam, Raja Gobram, was under his sponsorship, Guruji. And 2018 he was here. My father was there about entire 4.5 hours. He's from a bed. He was bedridden. From the bed, I took him to the concert. 4.5 hours he's upright, and he wanted to meet him. So I'm going to recollect the old memories, Guruji, and he's really a saint, and he's getting into it. I wrote him, Guruji, the Srimad Bhagavatam he must produce as a musical album. Let me try to meet up with this people, Guruji. I think that should be my wish, Guruji. We have to approach him. He has done a lot for spirituality rather than consecrating the tower, the Srirangam tower. On a musical front also, Srimad Bhagavatam or something. And like your music video, Guruji, I'm also longing to listen your CDs, Guruji. That's a long overdue.
Oh, I didn't send it. I will send
it.
Yes.
Please post that, Guruji.
I will definitely
and,
send it.
Happy Janmashtami to all. Hare Krishna to all of you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna to all of you. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mani Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Greetings to Gokulashtami to everyone all over the world. You know.
Yes.
Another 2-3 days we can celebrate.
Yeah. We have to celebrate every day. Until next Gokulashtami, we'll celebrate. That's it.
Yeah. This is a wonderful class. So no question. We got a clarity. And the interaction, what we got it now through other Prabhuji. So the doubt is getting cleared.
Yes.
Wonderful. Has to go on. I also circulating the notices. Probably from Chennai, we may get some kind of.
Yes, very nice. Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu. You went to Nanganallur. That's what you told me. Yes, Prabhu. You are in Nanganallur.
Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Happy Krishna Day.
Yes, Prabhu. Same. Venkatanagarjan Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Happy Sri Krishna Janmashtami, Guruji.
Yes, Prabhu. Happy Krishna Janmashtami.
By God grace, we are listening every day, Guruji, and thank you, Guruji, your mercy on me also. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Suresh Tabi Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Very nice class, Guruji. Today also, lot of good questions, answers by Goel Prabhuji and Ravin Prabhu. So it has made more things like more clear.
Yes.
I should thank you to them. And today's like the verse was also very good in the sense like the analogy was given, like for the fire and the fuel, you know. So jitna bhi you satisfy your this thing last, so it is going to generate more. So that is not the solution. The solution is something different. So that is a very nice analogy, Guruji. So one should always think about, if you have to eliminate that, think about the Krishna, think into the different direction altogether.
Yes, yes.
Very nice, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Palaniappan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Hare. Today, in the start of the class itself, you told everyone can become spiritual doctors.
Yes.
That was the thing you used to explain. But individually, we have to be first become a spiritual doctor. individual. That
Yes.
for that it is as per Bhagavad Gita, it looks easy, but it is not so easy. Really speaking, it is very, very tough job.
Krishna
Because
also
when
agreed.
you-
Krishna also said that it's very difficult only.
Yes, yes.
Asamsayam mahabhago manotur nigraham chalam.
So it
There
is
is no
very,
doubt that
very,
it's very difficult.
yes. It's because when you explained all the three gunas in detail today, what is Sattva guna, what is Rajva guna and Dhamma guna, all these three things, when you explain, that itself is making us to think very clear. To become first a spiritual doctor itself is not so easy. We have to try very hard. That is the basic thing that we have to understand and try to follow. That was the thing came to my mind when today's sloga and this thing when we heard. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Sunil Shivash Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Kadiravan Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Guruji, today's class is very interesting class, Guruji. Question and answers, your explanations is all very well explanation, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Asha Shri Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Guruji, for very wonderful class.
Yes, Mataji.
We are
Yes,
really
Krishna's
getting the real happiness with this
Exactly.
Bhagavad Gita knowledge.
Bhagavad Gita only brings us real happiness.
Yes, Guruji. We are very fortunate, Guruji,
There is no doubt, yes, Mataji.
that you are leading us in Krishna conscious.
Yes, Mataji. Yes, Krishna's mercy. Krishna's mercy, Mataji.
We are realizing that in the modes of goodness, means Sattva, we are very energetic.
That is correct, Mataji. With Krishna's mercy, when we will be completely free from the gunas by Krishna's mercy. So, when we are ready to go to Goloka, that's it.
This is the real knowledge, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. Hare
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you
Mataji.
so much,
Hare
Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Manoranjan Sadhu Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Very wonderful session. Really, we are covered with that kind of that fire is covered with smoke and like our also. That is very nice analogy you have given in the Gita, and it's very important how our also knowledge is just covered with the last. Unless you have knowledge, the right kind of negative things should be discarded. And really, Ram Prabhu also enlivened us. I'm very lover of nature also. That visit in Singapore or in Srirangamapatnam, na? What is that place? Is it that place? He's so nice.
Singapore. Yes, Singapore. Singapore. Yes, in Singapore.
Ah, yes, Singapore. Yes, right. But nice, very. That is kind of great nature. Good. He loves nature and plants and very. I am very fond of that. I'm very much attracted because I am also. We have also in different areas we plant trees like birds nestling. Very few persons are interested in to do social work. We are engaged in that, and I also love that. And really, I'm proud of Ram Prabhu has done a great job. He's really enjoying the life and real spiritual bliss as well as the everything. Okay, it should be like that. So, Guruji, very wonderful session, and really today's slokas and this is very much how we could be get released from this, from that physical world, and we are covered with that ego and ahankara, garbha, this is darpa, these negative qualities, ego. So how to overcome that? You are emphasizing daily to change our personality. It's a great, it cannot be indebted to you, Guruji. It's not an easy class. It's like personality change. We are transforming the perfect being. Everything can be transformed, but it's not easy task for to change it. By coming to this class, we are thinking that we are in this class. We are those who are fortunate. They will get this kind of bliss, perfect bliss. Will enjoy. Really, the way you chant mantras and really very heart touching and really it touches our heart, and we will try our best. But I am living in a very unhealthy, but what to do where I was born here, but I have no, because I am different man, I have no contact with the people here. People are not interested. They're always hot mood and they are not, because work field also I'm not getting that kind of, I feel that I'm in jail. So because I want such a atmosphere surrounding, only the good people are there, that is all are good, because I am trying my best to change myself. I have to either keep silent and to go out of how many years, or at least 2 3 years, how can I spend here? But I already spent the whole of the time. So I will leave this place. Then Katak, Bhubaneswar, I will be settled there, Katak or Bhubaneswar. So better. So I will leave this place because I tried my best. It's such a worst in Odisha, one of the worst places I'm living now. They are not interested to anything. Listen, they are just those who are being egoistic. Those who are having that I know everything, they are not in a position to understand you. So whom we will share with that? So really, Guruji, very wonderful session. Really, I am very proud. Really, I have to transform myself by coming to this class. Really, it's a very much eye-blowing and mind-blowing, really great thing. Wonderful session. Pranam Guruji, Satata Naman, Naman, Naman.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtan now.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare